Hey guys, my name is Thomas Brush. I'm a video game developer. I've been making games for about 10 years, and I usually make narrative-based games, so I'm really into story in digital arts, film, and games. And today I'm excited because we're going to watch the Star Wars trailer for The Rise of Skywalker, I think it's what it's called, which, interesting name, right, considering Skywalker was killed off. At least Luke was killed, or killed in quotes. I don't even know if he actually died. I have no idea. It's no secret that I don't like this. I don't like the series. I don't like what happened in The Last Jedi. I thought it was garbage. I really did not like it. So we're gonna see if J.J. Abrams can restore honor to the name of Star Wars. I doubt it. I have my doubts, but we're going to take a look at this trailer. I haven't seen this trailer yet. So let's get to it, guys.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Okay. That's an interesting statement. We'll talk about that in a second. Every generation has a hero. Is that a legend? A legend. Can't even read straight. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Got some red forest. Way to go, JJ, with the red forest. Lando! That's sarcasm. C-3PO. What was he riding? That was cool.
We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Is that the Death Star in the sea? Oh, that's big. That's a big deal. The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, whoa. Okay, so, okay. Guys, you know that those of you who follow me on Twitter and hang out with me on YouTube, you know I'm not a fan of The Last Jedi. I thought that movie was terrible. But I really did just get chills, and I think it's because I got hints. I got hints from J.J. Abrams and Disney that they heard what a lot of us were complaining about. First off, the name, The Rise of Skywalker. Apparently Rey, what we were told in the last movie was that Rey didn't have any parents that were any relation to Skywalker, any relation to the Force. Luke gave up on the Force for really stupid reasons. I mean, quite honestly. So the fact that, and then he also died. So the fact that we're actually discussing the Skywalkers is a very interesting point. What does it mean to be the Rise of Skywalker when, in fact, I thought that the whole legacy of the Skywalkers was supposed to be over? I feel like this is either a trick, a twist, or a correction for the last film, because most people, at least in my circle, were pissed that the Skywalker name was I guess, perverted and just thrown out. Now, there's another thing in here that's pretty significant, which is who is the enemy? Who is the villain of Star Wars, right? Is it Snoke? Well, I guess not, because he was killed. Is it the Jedi? Because the Jedi seem to be ridiculed in the last film. So I don't. Before this trailer, I didn't know who the villain was, but I'm hearing the laugh of Darth Sidious. Not Sidious. Is it Sidious? Who is it? It's Darth someone. Yeah, Sidious, right? I gotta Google this. It's not Darth Plagueis. Darth Sidious? Yeah, Darth Sidious. You're hearing the laugh of Darth Sidious, which is crazy because he was thrown down the electric chute by Vader. So for those of you who are watching the Star Wars event, which I was scoffing at the Star Wars event, the live event before this trailer dropped, I was scoffing at it because it was a bunch of fanboy stuff and everyone was freaking out about like just abstractions. Nobody was saying anything, but everyone was freaking out in the crowd, and that annoys me because I really need to know what's going on. But what I did hear that was cool is they did not CGI Leia's face. After Carrie Fisher passed away, the idea was, well, they're just gonna CGI her face to make her look like an actual actress in the film, even though it's CGI. I know that they did this in, I think it was Rogue One, with Captain, I can't remember his name, it was one of the old guys, the old captain. They did it and it looked terrible. J.J. Abrams said they were not going to do that with this film, so how do you resurrect Carrie Fisher? The way in which he did it was, and this is actually really brilliant, he took the sort of B-roll footage that they didn't use for The Force Awakens and I think also The Last Jedi, and they used it in this movie. So that's actually Carrie Fisher right there, and that's a big deal. Now, guys, again, I'm not a fanboy. I hate The Last Jedi. I could talk about how much I hate The Last Jedi all day long, but this made me excited. And it's not that I'm frustrated with people dying in movies. It's that Luke died in such a stupid way in the last movie. So I wonder if they're trying to pick up the pieces. I would assume that that's what they're doing. So this is cool.
1,000 generations.
Now, I actually posted a tweet earlier on my Twitter, obviously, and I basically said that this trailer was going to be a bunch of abstractions that don't mean anything. But I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised because I think this trailer actually, it's saying a lot. I think what they're saying in this overall is we heard you, we heard the audience, we heard the problem, and your problems with The Last Jedi, and we're going to try and at least address those. Who is the villain? It's not Darth Plagueis, I don't think. It's actually maybe Darth Sidious. It's who does Rey have a family? And is she related to the Skywalkers? Maybe. That actually is interesting because she's hugging Leia and she is hearing the voice of Luke, and the freaking movie's called The Rise of Skywalker, so obviously it's about family. That's still really important. Star Wars should always be about family. And I know that that's a weird thing to say in a generation that seemingly would have appreciated the disposal of the idea of family, aka what The Last Jedi was trying to do. But I think this is actually trying to repair that and say, no, Rey is actually part of the Skywalkers. Look, there's like some real love here. There's some real love between Rey and Leia. So I wonder, guys, if Luke's disposal of the Force, of his faith, I wonder if it's related to this. Because it didn't make sense in the last movie. What? Kylo turned on him, so all of a sudden he wanted to murder his nephew? That is so stupid. Luke is supposed to be the strongest of Jedi. Like, the strongest. Like, not even... he couldn't even be broken in 4, 5, and 6. He could not be broken. In the most extreme ways, he still did not give up. I mean, that's what the 5th one was all about. Luke would not give up. He always believed there was good, even in Darth Vader. Remember, he said, there's still good in you. Was that in the 5th one or the 6th one? Anyway, he said it. Even Darth Vader, Anakin freaking Skywalker, the worst of the worst, Luke believed in. But all of a sudden, he just turns on his nephew and disposes of the Force. I don't believe it, and I don't buy it. So I hope in this movie, this scene right here, perhaps addresses what the meaning behind Luke losing his faith in the Force really was about. Because I don't buy it.
Be with you.
So the Death Star is in the sea. That is so cool, guys. What does it mean? What does it mean? I'm being a little bit sarcastic here because just because something, we know this from The Last Jedi, just because something is beautiful. Sorry, I wasn't showing my screen. Just because something is beautiful doesn't mean it makes sense. So hopefully we'll understand this in the film. Hopefully we don't get another Last Jedi where it's beautiful, but it just makes no sense. Luke, no one has ever really gone. Jar Jar's back. Misa back. Very cool, guys. I'm actually kind of excited. I thought I wasn't going to be. But I'm excited. Bye. Guys, if you like... Oh, but Thomas, don't say bye yet without asking them to subscribe. Subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. I do video game videos and Let's Plays and stuff like that. So if you like who I am or you don't, I don't care. Please subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.